The founder and CEO of MyPillow, Mike Lindell, is being ordered to pay $5 million to a computer forensics expert from Nevada.
All of this stemming from Lindell's cyber symposium that was held in Sioux Falls. Parker Brown in studio with our 10 o'clock top story tonight. Parker.
Brian, Lindell claims to have data that proves China interfered with the 2020 U.S. election. This was the focus of the symposium in August of 2021, where he offered to pay $5 million if anyone could prove him wrong. Yesterday, the American Arbitration Association ruled that Bob Zeidman, an attendee of the symposium with 50 years of computer programming experience, was able to debunk Lindell's claims. Mike Lindell is an outspoken denier of the 2020 election results.
We have every packet capture and all the data from the whole election for the 2020 November 3rd election.
He received these packet captures to prove his case that China meddled in the election. To his surprise, it's a conservative man like Lindell who is now challenging his so-called proof. Bob Zeidman was skeptical heading into the symposium. Still, he attended to see if it was true.
If there was fraud that was done in a voting machine or via a voting machine, it would be found. In an open society, an open internet like the United States, I was skeptical that anyone would even try that because it would be identified very quickly.
It didn't take long for many computer experts to become suspicious. According to Zeidman, Lindell's Prove Mike Wrong challenge provided experts with too much data to process in such a short time, but they noticed flaws along the way.
And saying, oh, this looks like this kind of file. And so I would reverse engineer that kind of file. And then that would look like a word processing document. And it turns out that I ended up with a word processing document that was just a table of numbers. And that can't happen by coincidence. And I realized that somebody had just drawn up a table full of numbers and then done these processes to make it look like sophisticated data.
On some of the data that Zeidman didn't have time to go through, he found that the file creation date was just a few days before the symposium, and therefore couldn't be from the election.
And then I said, okay, well, I'm going to look at this back at the hotel. I packed everything up, walked across to the hotel, and when I was far enough away, called up my wife, and I said, think about what we can do with $5 million.
Zeidman believes that election fraud does occur, but that Lindell's actions and alleged fake data is distracting in the battle for election integrity. For him, yesterday's ruling is a step in the right direction.
We need to have people who are willing to point out voter fraud where it occurred, but not make it up where it didn't occur.
Zeidman says that when he does get his $5 million payout, he will be donating it to nonprofits committed to election security. Of course, that won't come until after a potential battle with Lindell in court. Brian and Andrea.
All right, Parker, thank you.